And so in verse 16 it says, the Spirit himself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. And if children of God, then heirs of God and joint heirs with Christ, if indeed we suffer with him, that we may also be glorified together. For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creation eagerly waits for the revealing of the sons of God. For the creation was subjected to futility, not willingly, but because of him who subjected it in hope. Because the creation itself also will be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberality of the children of God. For we know that the whole creation groans and labors with birth pains together unto now. Not only that we also who have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, eagerly waiting for the adoption, the redemption of our body. For we were saved in this hope. But hope that is seen is not hope. For why does one still hope for what he sees? But if we hope for what we do not see, we eagerly wait for it with perseverance. Give the Lord a round of applause. Sometimes storms come because God wants to use you in the midst of your life. And sometimes the storm comes to get some mess out of you. See, because when I was a senior in high school, I still had a lot of mess in me. Just like some of y'all sitting there right now, got a lot of mess in you that God has to work on you and get out of you. And so as we wrestle in the flesh, we have to understand that Christianity has blessed us that whenever we are going through suffering, whenever we are going through trials, whenever we are going through the heartaches of life, that if we suffer with Jesus, that we shall also reign with Jesus. But if you're suffering by yourself, you suffering on your own, then you got to realize that your suffering is in vain. But if you bring Jesus into your trials, oh, I know I'm talking to somebody in here this morning. If you will bring Jesus into your suffering, then God will be with you, what? Always, even until the end of the age. I say that this week I have been through a lot this week as a pastor. Some weeks are more demanding spiritually than others. But this has been one of those truly demanding spiritual weeks. Matter of fact, the last month has been one trial after another, one difficulty after another, one heartache after another. If it's not sickness, it's marriage trouble. If it's not marriage trouble, it's friends upset with you. It doesn't matter. If it's not that, it's dealing with the evil of the world. You know, there's always something that you got to deal with that cause you to go through some trials and some suffering in the midst of your life. But I've come to understand that when you are going through, you got to give it to the Lord. You got to let Jesus have some stuff. See, some stuff you just can't handle. Some stuff in all of your strength that you can muster up, you just can't handle it. And those are the things that you really got to learn to give to God. Because if you don't give it to God, it will destroy your home. It will destroy your very personal life. It will destroy your frame of mind. It will destroy your individual happiness. If you don't give it to God, the devil will come up, show out, and run off, leaving you tattered, torn,